Good morning, children. How are you all? Hope all are fine. Today we are going to start the second topic. Yesterday already completed definitions and mostly first exercise is over. Today we are going to discuss about the rational numbers once again. Here, rational numbers there are two types. One is the terminating decimals, another one is non-terminating decimals. So today first topic is how to identify the decimals without division, which are terminating or non-terminating. We have one concept here. So first of all, today start that concept how to identify the rational numbers which are terminating or non-terminating without division. Okay, look here. There are two types of rational numbers. Yesterday already completed. Rational numbers are denoted by Q. We called as a quotient numbers. Rational numbers. So rational numbers here. The first one is terminating decimals. So how to identify the terminating decimals? You know very well. Yesterday completed. For example, 3.5. 3.5 is a terminating decimal because point after digits are end. So without division, how to identify the rational numbers which are terminating or non-terminating? First of all, we are discussing about the terminating. Very simple. For example, one rational number given p by q form, just you concentrate on the denominator. What is the denominator here? Q. So you concentrate on the denominator. Then here prime factorization of q. Prime factorization nothing but you know very well. For example, here 15 is there. How to write the prime factors? 3 5s are. So 15 we can write 3 into 5. This is called prime factorization. So here in this concept you concentrate on the denominator. So if it is in the form of 2 power n into 5 power m, for example it contains only 2 or only 5 or combination of 2 and 5, then it is a terminating decimal. If it is contain other factors, then it is not terminating decimal. Now let us observe examples here. So first one you observe here 9 by 8. So without division we can identify it is a terminating or non-terminating. Very simple. What is the denominator here? 8. 8 is the denominator. So here you observe I already find that prime factorization 2 4s are 8, 2 2s are. So 8 we can write as a 2 cube. 2 cube nothing but yes, it is in the form of 2 power n. So sir 5 not there, so why it is a terminating? We can write 5 power 0 also. Why? Because 5 power 0 value 1. So we can express 2 cube into 5 0, 5 to the power 0. So it is a terminating decimal. Second you observe here, second one 11 by 50. Just you concentrate on the denominator. So 50 how to write you know very well here. So 2 25 is 50 and 5 5 is 25. So we can express 2 into 5 square. Here 2 is there, 5 is there. So it is a terminating decimal. Next third one you observe here, third one 19 by 25. So just you concentrate on the denominator. Denominator we can write 5 square. So only 5 square is there, we can add 2 power 0. If 2 is there, add 5 power 0. 5 is there, if you add, then you add 2 power 0. So it is a terminating decimal. If any other factors are there with 2 and 5, then it is a non-terminating decimal. This is a terminating decimal. We can identify the rational numbers without division. Just to concentrate on the denominator. Then you write the prime factors. It contains only 2 or only 5 or combination of 2 and 5. Then it is a terminating decimal. So here you observe the second one non-terminating decimal. Very simple. It is opposite to terminating. For example, it is in the form of 2 power n, 5 power m. Then it is a terminating. Here a rational number p by q, prime factorization of q is not in the form of 2 power n into 5 power m. Then it is called non-terminating repeating decimal. Already you know bar numbers that are called non-terminating repeating decimals. Let us observe the examples here. Very simple. Here denominator what? 6. 6 we can write 2 into 3. Only 2 or 5 combination of 2 and 5. Then only it is a terminating. But here 3 is there. So it is a non-terminating. So second example also you observe 3 square into 5. 45 we can write, you know very well prime factors how to write. So here 3 is there extra. So it is also non-terminating. Third one 3 into 7. 21 we can write 3 into 7. So it is also non-terminating decimal. So it is a very important concept. So here you know very well yesterday completed already up to 8th bit. Now 9th bit once you observe here without actual dividing find which of the following are terminating decimals. only you are asking terminating decimals. Just you concentrate on the denominator, find out the prime factors, only 2 or only 5 or combination of 2 and 5, then only it is a terminating decimal. Very simple, already I explained some examples, you can complete these problems and you complete it today itself and send. And next is a very important definition, that is the irrational numbers. Rational numbers already completed, natural numbers, whole numbers, integers and rational numbers. It is one category. Other one is a different one, irrational numbers. Irrational numbers nothing but we have many definitions. First of all, you observe here the numbers which cannot be expressed in the form of p by q. P comma q belongs to I, q not equals to 0 are called irrational numbers. You know very well, rational numbers nothing but p by q form. Irrational numbers nothing but we can't express as a p by q form, so that is irrational numbers. And another one definition, here you observe, non-perfect squares are called irrational numbers. Non-perfect squares, I think you know very well perfect squares. What are the perfect squares? Root 1, root 4, under root 9, under root 16. You know these are perfect squares. Perfect squares are not irrational, these are rational. But here you observe, what is the definition here? Non-perfect squares. Non-perfect squares nothing but root 2, root 3, root 5, like that. These all are irrational numbers. And another definition is there. What is that another definition? Here you observe, non-terminating, not repeating or non-recurring. Here non-terminating, not repeating, not bar numbers. For example, already you observed yesterday 1.777, like that. This is called rational number only, because it is repeating. It is a bar number, you know very well, it is a rational number. But here what is the definition here? Non-terminating and not repeating. For example, 1.704032109, like the dash. So here you observe not end and not repeating. These type of numbers are called irrational numbers. So you observe here many examples are there. These are non-perfect squares, so irrational numbers. And a very important point here, pi. Pi is a irrational number, because value of pi is mostly all are confused. So 22 by 7, so it is a rational. No, it is a 22 by 7 is not accurate value of 5. It is a just only approximate value of 5. And you observe decimal form of the pi value. Here you observe 3.1415926 dash. Here not repeating and not end. So that's why it is a irrational number. This is about irrational numbers. Next, you observe here exercise 1.2. What is the first bit here? Here classify the numbers. Some numbers are given here. You observe, classify the following numbers as a rational or irrational. So here once you observe, some numbers are given different root numbers nothing but if it is perfect square then it is a rational, if it is not perfect square it is a irrational. And you observe carefully here, many numbers are given. So non-terminating, not repeating nothing but irrational, non-terminating, repeating nothing but rational. You observe and you classify them. It is very simple. And the second bit, once you observe, give 4 examples for rational and irrational number. Just you write the 4 examples for rational numbers, you write 4 different, and irrational numbers also you write 4. So that is the process. This is about completed concept here, already completed. So listen, next we have one formula. Yesterday one formula completed, I think you know very well, mean method formula, a plus b by 2. This is formula for using to find the rational number between the rational numbers. But today another formula is there, 2 rational numbers given a comma b, then you have to find the irrational number between them. Irrational number, how to find the irrational number? The formula is under root ab. So once you have to read here, a and b are 2 positive rational numbers such that ab is not perfect square. If you take 2 rational numbers, if you multiply them, it is not perfect square, then you can find the irrational number. The formula is under root a into b, under root ab. This is the formula for to find the irrational number between 2 rational numbers. For example, here 2 rational numbers given 3 and 4, then we can find the irrational number between them. And at the same time 2 rational numbers you observe, multiply 3 into 4, 12. 12 is a not perfect square. So we can apply this formula. irrational number between 3 and 4. So under root AB, under root 3 into 4, so under root 12, so we can write under root 12 4 into 3. So root 4 nothing but 2, root 4 nothing but 2. So and under root 3 is the under root 3 only, because it is not a perfect square. This is the first method. Next we have easy method. Easy method, very simple. Here what are the numbers given? 3 comma 4 given. Then we can write many numbers between them, but that are irrational numbers. Already one definition is over, non-terminating, not repeating. So just you have to write 3 and 4 between numbers, but you make it as a dash. Dash nothing but not end and not repeating. Don't write repeating, and between them only. For example, if you write 3.121212, okay, it is a 3.1212 is a between 3 and 4 only, but here repeating 121212. So we can write as a 12. Here bar is there. So it is not irrational, it is a rational. Don't write like this. Once you observe here, I written already some examples here. 3 point, first one you observe 3.0123 dash. Here not repeating and not end, and it is between 3 and 4. If you write 4.12045 dash, it is not repeating, okay, but it is more than 4. It is not correct. Just you write the numbers which are between 3 and 4 only. I written many numbers, you observe carefully, and you write dash, nothing but not end and not repeating. These are the irrational numbers between 3 and 4. It is the second method. So next, so here another example, once you observe two rational numbers. Here I taken some fractions, 1 by 5 and 2 by 7. We can find easily irrational number between them. Formula you know very well, and applied like this. You know this process, under root 2 by 35. It is very simple. But how to find the more irrational numbers between them? Very simple, easy method already I explained. So once you observe here, what is the value of 1 by 5? First you have to write the 1 by 5 value by using division, 0.2. So next 2 by 7 value, you write approximate value, for example up to 2 decimal or 3 decimal. So 0.285. So just you concentrate on these values, 0.2 and 0.285. So 0.28, you concentrate on 8. Then we can write between the irrational numbers, 0.2 and 0.285. So I written many examples here. You observe 0.21 started with here written 1 only, because here 28 is there. You should take below 8. So you observe many examples are there here. Next, so here you observe the third problem. Third problem, find an irrational number between 5 by 7 and 7 by 9. Here asking only one irrational number. So you use under root AB formula, it is better. Only one here asking. So and how many more there may be? How many nothing but we can write more. Already I observed. So infinitive irrational numbers are possible to write between 5 by 7 and 7 by 9. So and the fourth question, very simple. Just it will take only 30 seconds. Find two irrational numbers between 0.7 and 0.77. Just use a second method, easy method. You write it is very simple method. And next you observe 4th and 5. We are very simple. So next, so once you observe these real numbers definition, chapter name is real numbers. The collection of rational and irrational numbers are called real numbers. You know real numbers, capital R is the real numbers. So here you observe the Venn diagram. This is called Venn diagram. So you observe carefully here 1, 2, 3, 4 circles are there here. So one is the first one is the natural numbers, positive numbers only. You observe 1, 2, 3, 4 I written, many numbers are there positive. Second circle is the whole numbers, just 0 extra is there, you know very well. And next to integers nothing but 0 and positive cover. So next to negative numbers in this circle, it contains all positive, negative, 0. And next you observe q nothing but rational numbers. Rational numbers contains, you know very well, p by q form. At the same time perfect squares. Perfect squares are rational numbers only. And right side another circle is there. It is different than the rational numbers. So it is a irrational number. Irrational numbers are denoted by q dash or s, surds, we called as a surds. So here you observe pi, root 2, root 3, root 5, root 6. This is the concept of the Venn diagram of the real number. And very important here, last year topic, today's topic, to finding the value of irrational numbers. How to find the value of irrational numbers? Irrational numbers, you know, non-perfect squares. For example, here root 2 is there. First of all, what is the question once you observe? Find the value of root 2 up to 4 decimal places. 4 decimal places here asking root 2 value. So how to find? Very simple, step by step I am explaining now. So first of all, root 2 is there. So you have to take 2 first. So point. So here up to 4 decimal. So you should write 4 pair of zeros. Do you know pair? Pair nothing but 2. Here 4 decimal places here asking. So you should write the 4 pair of zeros. 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0. You should write nothing but 8 zeros. So after that you have to take bar on them, pairs. So you observe here the first step is like that only. So how to start? So here first of all 2 is there. So you have to start with perfect square method. Perfect square method, you know, multiply the same number twice. For example, 1 1 is a 1, 2 2 is a 4, 3 3 is a 9. So but here what is the first digit here? Only 2. So you should take perfect square only. 1 1 is a 1, 2 2 is a 4. 2 2 is a 4 is more than 2 value. So you should take smaller than 2. So 1 1 is a correct. So that's why here first of all 1. So in quotient also you should write 1. So 1 1 is a 1. So after second step you observe 1 1 is a 1. So 2 minus 1 is a 1. So then you take 2 zeros here. So it becomes 100. So next what is the divisor? Divisor is a very important. How to write the divisor in the second step? First step I think you understood, because just you take the perfect square, the value should be less than the 2. So next to divisor, how to write the divisor in the second step? Very simple. What you written in the first step, make it double first. So double nothing but 1, double nothing but 2. So the first number is 2. And I written in the second digit box because it is not there in the textbook, just I written for understanding purpose only. First in your step it is empty actually. So empty, so in this value is 100. So you take here for example 1, you should write in the quotient also 1. If you take in the 2, so you should write the 2 in the quotient. So like that you have to observe. And after taking 2 zeros, here decimal point is there, you write the decimal point in the quotient. So now start the second step. So in box 3 3 4 4 like that we have to check, but the value 24 into 4 here written 4, so here also you write the 4. So 24 into 4 is the 96. 96 is the less than 100. If you take 5, 25 into 5 is the 125. 125 is more than 100. You should take the value which is less than 100 or equal to 100. Here less than 100 is possible. So that is the very simple 96. So what is the next step? So 100 minus 96 is the 4. So again you take 2 zeros here. So it becomes 400. So it's a very simple. Again you concentrate on the divisor. First step to second step I think you understood. Now second step to third step, how to write. So don't make the double as a first digit, because already double that one in the second step. Write as it is only. 2 2 same. 2 2. Next in box number is there. Box number make it double. So what is the double here? 4 becomes 8. So again here it becomes 28. Again you write the empty box. Empty box. Now start the third step. So you know very well in third step what is the number here? 400. If you take 1, you should write the 1 in the quotient. If you take 2, you write the number in the quotient 2. So but the value when you are multiply with this, the value should be less than 400. So if you take 282 twos, it is more than 400. So that's why I took here 281 ones. So you observe here 281 1 ones is a 281. So what is the remaining value here? 119. So next you have to take the 2 zeros in the next step. Again very important, how to write the digits in the divisor in the next step. Very simple. Already 2, don't make it double, write as it is. 8 also write as it is. What is the number in the box? It is make it double. Here 1 is there, so 1 is there, so make it double, that is a 2. So actually 282. So again you write empty box. Same process. If you write 1, you write in the quotient 1. If you take 2, 2. Like that you have to apply. So here 4 is possible. So 4 is possible. I written 4 only. 2824 fours, that is 11,296. So very simple. Next calculation what here? 604 minus, we have to subtract, you know very well, division, same division you can apply, and but very very important, next you have to take 2 zeros at a time, 2 zeros you have to take. So next don't make it double, 2 8 2, but what number in the box that makes into double, 4 becomes 8, 2 8 2 8, so empty box. So apply the same process, 1 means quotient 1, 2 means write in the quotient 2, like that you have to apply. So like this you have to follow this method. Just here asking up to 4 decimals, so all are completed here. So what is the final answer? What is the quotient? That is the final answer. So what is answer? 1.4142. It is the approximate value of root 2 up to only 4 decimals. This is the process of to find the value of the irrational numbers. So first of all, you observe here in exercise 5th problem, here root 5 is there, root 5 is there, find up to 3 decimals here asking. So in that you write the, you know very well, 3 decimals, only 3 pairs you start, you can find the answer, very simple. And at the same time here 6th question, find the value of root 7 up to 6 decimals, is a very lengthy method by using long division method. I explain long division method only, that is called long division method. So here 7 and 6 decimal, nothing but 6 pairs, 1 2 3 4 5 6, like that you have to find out the value of root 7 by using long division method up to 6 decimals. Same method, I explain one problem, root 2, follow that method for these 2 problems. This is the process to find the value of irrational numbers. So this is the process. So you have to complete today these problems in Fairnote, and at the same time you have to send, then I will check and I will give the attendance to you. So all the best, all of you.